It's going to be a bit longer video, and it's going to be a very important video as well, because not only in this video I will be sharing with you the top 6 trusted prop firms in my opinion, but also I want to share with you the guide on how to find a trusted prop firm and do your own research on a firm to find out if they are trustworthy or not. So if you're doing something right now and you do not have 20 to 30 minutes to dedicate to this video, I recommend that you please save this video to watch later. And none of the firms that I'm gonna be mentioning in this video is sponsoring this video today. Neither I am asking you to go with only these firms that I will mention. In fact, I'm gonna show you the way to do your own research to find the best prop firm, the right prop firm for you. But before we deep dive into today's video, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and turn on the notification bell. And also join my free Telegram group where you can ask us any question that you have regarding prop firm. Link is in description. Okay, so what you need to look for when choosing the right firm. Let's start with the first thing. Whatever you do your research for the firm, any name that comes in your mind, let's say Funding Pips. I want you to go to Trustpilot to check the reviews of Funding Pips. Now you might be saying that we already know that we want to check the Trustpilot reviews. Yeah, I understand, but that's not it. On Trustpilot, here is the way that I want you to follow while checking the review of any firm. So we are on Funding Pips Trustpilot. They have more than 5,200 reviews. That's what we know. Most of the times you come on Trustpilot and you see the firm has 4.5, 4.6 or 4.7 rating, and that's the only thing that you look for. However, the way I want you to look for the reviews of any firm is you have to first check how many of the traders gave them 5-star rating, how many of traders gave 4-star rating, and then how many traders gave 1-star rating. Now looking at Funding Pips Trustpilot, just for the sake of example, 85% of the traders gave 5-star rating to Funding Pips, 7% out of 5,200 gave 4-star rating, and 6% gave 1-star rating. Now as long as 1-star rating is like 6% or 7% maximum, that's fine. However, you have to first choose 1-star rating and you have to see the issues most of the traders are talking about. Now this guy who reviewed 6 hours ago, he said Funding Pips closed his account and banned with 8k pending payout. Now this is the first time, to be honest, when I am hearing about Funding Pips not paying. So we have one complaint about Funding Pips very recently that they just rejected this 8k payout. Do we know if he's telling the truth? No, we don't know. However, there are reviews. So what I want you to do when you will be going through these reviews, just try to ignore the reviews of the traders who are saying that they just lost the challenge because of maximum daily drawdown, because of some risk parameter, 2% risk per trade rule or something like that, because they are not worth it. These things are mentioned on the website, and every trader, when he is doing the challenge, he is supposed to follow these rules to avoid failing the challenge. So that's the one way that you check the 1-star rating, and then you also check the recent 5-star rating. That's very important. Now in this 5-star rating, spend some time going through the rating and see if traders are talking about receiving their payouts. Are they talking about having a good customer support, which is very necessary? And also just see if they are talking about anything related to accounts. You know, there is no slippage at all, overall spreads are good, everything that you want to look for. However, you want to do that in this 5-star and in this 1-star. And every firm that you are going to be choosing, it should always have more than 4.5-star rating. Once you are done by checking Trustpilot, the next thing is the website. And this is where most traders don't do their due diligence and they mess up. Every firm has this fact section on their websites, and ask yourself how many times you actually went through every single fact which is mentioned on the website of any firm that you went with for the challenge, and you actually tried to understand everything that was mentioned in the fact section. You already know the answer to my question. Many of you don't spend much time on this, and that's why when you start the challenge and you're not putting the stop loss in first few seconds of you taking the trade, you just receive the notification that you breached the account, and you end up thinking that firm is scamming. However, the stop loss rule is already mentioned on the website. The only problem was you did not read that and challenge is lost. So second thing is you have to understand facts section is very important, and you need to go through the facts section every time before you take the challenge with the firm. Now the last thing that I want you to do while doing your research about the firm is to join their Discord server and start navigating in the general section to see what traders are talking about related to the firm. Are they talking about firm not paying, any refund issue, account issue, or anything at all? These 3 steps are very important that you should do before you take the challenge. The next point, it's not this step, but it is a point that I want to mention. If firm has very easy challenge and it's very cheaper, then you need to avoid that firm. The reason, if it's easier to pass, that means you're most likely never going to receive a payout with that firm. There needs to be a decent rules in place, just like FTMO has, so that way there is a less chance of you not receiving your payout once you complete the challenge. Now you know how to do the review on any firm that you want to take the challenge with. So let's move on to the next part of today's video, where we're going to do an in-depth review of top 6 prop firms according to my opinion and see the funding challenges they offer. Now one thing I want to mention here is the first and 6th positions are fixed in my opinion, and the rest 4 you can decide which one is going to be at the 2nd position, at 3rd, 4th and 5th. Now coming at number 6, we have Funded Engineer. They have paid out over $12.5 million and have more than 12,000 traders from more than 100 countries. Now Funded Engineer very recently lost their license with their technology provider, but they are now back again and they are operating very well and they are still paying out to their traders. I have went through their Twitter account, I went through their Discord, checked the Trustpilot. Everything so far at the time when I'm recording this video is absolutely fine. You can get up to $2 million funding capital, that's with their scaling plan. No time limit restriction, which is the industry standard. Trading news and trading bots or expert advisors, we can call them, they are allowed when you're taking the challenge with Funded Engineer. And they have 4 different challenges. One is called Turbo Challenge, the second is called Superior Challenge, then Superior Light Challenge, and also Standard Challenge. Looking at the Turbo Challenge, the minimum account size is $6,000 and the maximum is $300,000. They also have $10,000 account, $25,000, $50,000, $100,000 and $200,000 account in the Turbo Challenge of Funded Engineer. And this funding challenge is a one-phase evaluation challenge where the profit target for phase 1 is 10%, you get 4% daily loss limit and you get 6% overall loss limit. However, this overall loss limit, the drawdown type is trailing. Now, if you do not know how trailing drawdown work, let's say that you take a $100,000 account and you start trading on a 100k account. Your profit target is $10,000 and your overall drawdown is $6,000. Now the problem is, let's say that you start making profit on your challenge account and you reach $105,000. Now initially your overall drawdown was $94,000, but due to the fact that this drawdown is trailing, so now it has moved from 94,000 all the way up to 99,000. So even if you lose the profits that you made, which were supposed to be acting as a buffer, but if you lost these profits that you made on your account and you come back to break even, now at this stage when you came back to break even, your overall drawdown is no longer 6%. Instead, it is 1% due to the fact that it is a trailing drawdown. And once you reach $106,000 balance, now this trailing drawdown is set at initial price from where you started the challenge, which is 100k. Now you cannot go back to even 100k. If you go back to 100k, then that means you have lost the account. That's why I never recommend that you take one-step evaluation with any firm who is offering one-step evaluation, because many times you're gonna just fail the evaluation due to the fact that the drawdown is trailing. The trading leverage that they are offering in one-step evaluation is 1:100. Profit split is 80% to you. You start with 80%, it can go up to 90%. Now 6k account, it costs $39 and their maximum 300k account, it's gonna cost $1,099. That's before the discount that they are offering. At the time when you're watching this video, there will be a discount that Funded Engineer is offering. You can take the account if you want using the code, that whatever the discount they will be offering. Now looking at their Superior Challenge, it's a two-phase evaluation challenge. The minimum account size is 6,000 and the maximum is 300,000. Account sizes, they are the same. However, as it is a two-phase evaluation, so your phase 1 profit target here is 10% and your phase 2 profit target is 5%. You get 5% daily loss limit and 10% overall loss limit with an account leverage of 1:100. and your profit split, it starts with 80% to you. It can go up to 90% with your scaling plan. Now on this challenge type, the minimum 6K account is going to cost you $49 and the maximum 300K account is going to cost $1,149. All of these prices that are mentioned here, these are before any discounts that Funded Engineer is running. And all these prices are refundable fee. That means you pay when taking the challenge, but with your profit split, you're gonna get your fee back. Looking at the Superior Light Challenge, it is similar to Superior Challenge. However, your phase 1 profit target is 8%. Your phase 2 profit target remains the same, but you get 4% daily loss limit and 8% overall drawdown limit. And the prices are a little bit different as well. Let's say the 300K account here in Superior Light Challenge, it costs $1,099. But 300K account in Superior Challenge, it costs $1,149. So there is definitely a bit of difference between the prices because of the fact that you're getting less profit target, that with less drawdown. Now the last one is Standard Challenge, where phase 1 profit target is 8%, phase 2 profit target is 5%, daily drawdown 5% and overall drawdown 10%. The difference between Standard Challenge and Superior Light Challenge is that with 8% phase 1 profit target and 5% phase 2 profit target, you're getting extra drawdown here. Instead of 4%, you're getting 5% daily drawdown, and instead of 8% overall drawdown, you're getting 10% drawdown here. But your trading leverage, the challenge leverage, is going to be 1:30. Profit splits are the same. However, accounts are also expensive. 6K account here is $59 and 300, which is the maximum account size that they offer, it is $1,499. Funded Engineer offers one of the best scaling plan in the industry. The very first scalable plan is after 4 months of simulated profitable trading, your profit split will be changed from 80% to 90%. Your initial account balance will be increased by 40%. Your maximum drawdown will be increased by 2% in total. Daily drawdown will be increased by 1%, and your withdrawal will be every 7 days. And you will get free challenge if your funded account will fail. Other than that, you will get a $600 salary, maximum $600 salary. That depends on which account size you are trading. To see how to qualify for their scaling plan, you can read all the information that's mentioned inside the scaling plan page of Funded Engineer website. They can increase your account more. In the second option, after 8 months, your account will be increased by overall 80%, which is overall drawdown will be increased by 4%. Your daily drawdown will be increased by 1%. Withdrawal will be on the same day. You will get coaching, again free challenge if account fails, and up to $1,150 salary. And again, all the information for this scale up plan is also mentioned on the page of scaling plan. As I said, I want you to go through each and every single fact section. Now the reason why I'm putting them at 6 number is because I have went through every detail that I needed to know to put them on the number 6. Now this information is so much to share that this video will be then more than 1 hour if I will start sharing every single fact section. That's the reason I'm not gonna do that. So you can read the fact section, and I really want you to read every single thing that's mentioned here, so that way you know if you are not missing out anything. And once you take the challenge, you will know every single rule that Funded Engineer has. Now coming at number 5, we have funding pips. You receive up to 90% of the profit and can trade up to $300,000 in initial capital with funding pips. You're allowed to use expert advisors. You're allowed to hold your trades over the weekend. You're allowed to hold your trades during the news events, and there is no lot size restriction at all. Again, unlimited trading days. Their scaling plan is also very great. You can scale your overall drawdown up to 14% and your daily loss limit up to 7%. The payout system with funding pips, it's going to be after every 5 trading days with the 80% profit split. And once you are eligible for their scaling plan, then your profit split, it changes from 80% to all the way up to 90%. Now funding pips offer you MaxTrader, CTrader, and also TradingView. It's up to you which one you want to take. Let's say that I want to go with CTrader or MaxTrader or TradingView. I can choose the option and I will select the account and I can take the account. Now funding pips only offer you 2-step evaluation. Now in their 2-step evaluation, you get unlimited trading days, no minimum trading days requirement. Your daily loss limit is 5%, your overall loss limit is 10% in both the steps and even on the funded account. Your phase 1 profit target is going to be 8% and your phase 2 profit target is going to be 5%. And your trading leverage is 1:100, which is on the forex pairs. On crypto, it will be 1:2. On indices it will be 1:20, on metals it will be 1:30, and for energies it will be 1:10. The reason why I am putting funding pips at number 5 is because once you complete the challenge and you are eligible for the payout, you're not gonna get your refundable fee with your first profit split. In their facts section inside the refunds, they said all traders who pass phase 1 and phase 2 will receive a refund of their fees with their 4th payout. So you have to reach 4th payout in order to receive the refundable fee, and that's something that I don't really like about funding pips. However, they are one of the best firms out there who barely have rejected payouts so far and have done tens of millions of dollars in payouts. Now, other trading rules are mentioned inside the trading rules section, and all the facts that you need to know and you must know before you take the challenge are mentioned inside the facts section. I have went through their Discord, I have went through their facts section, each and every one which is mentioned here. I have also looked at their Trustpilot. That's the reason I decided let's put them at number 5th. Not just because of the fact that they are giving you a refund at the 4th payout, but also because of the fact that they only have one funding challenge available, which is just the 2-step evaluation. The pricing, however, is the best. That's the reason they are in the top 6 list. Their 100k account, which is the maximum account size available, is gonna cost you only $399. Imagine paying $399 only for a 100k account, and funding pips barely run any discount. So that's the price that you're gonna mostly get, or you can simply just use the link which I negotiated with them, and if you use that link, I think you're gonna get like 5% discount on this price. Their minimum account size is $5,000 and that's gonna cost $32. Maximum is 100k, minimum is 5k. They have $10,000 account available, $25,000 account available, and also $50,000 account available. Coming at number 4, we have Alpha Capital Group. This firm has been growing recently tremendously. The way they are growing, the way they are paying out traders, it's definitely worth reviewing, and that's why I'm putting them on number 4 because of the features that they are also offering you. You get no time limit, $0 commission on all the accounts, platforms used by institutional and professional trader, advanced dashboard and analytics. One of the things about Alpha Capital Group is that they have their own broker and they're not relying on third-party services. They have their own tech, own broker and everything. On their website, it's mentioned they have more than 215,000 traders from more than 180 countries, and their performance fee payout average time is 4 hours. That's the sneak peek of their dashboard. That's the advanced account analysis. They have the built-in trading journal, custom market data, free trials, monthly competition, and also leaderboards. All of these are available on their dashboard. Now they also have only one funding challenge, that's the 2-phase evaluation. The minimum account size is $10,000 and the maximum is $200,000. Now you're gonna get unlimited days when doing the phase 1 and phase 2 of the evaluation. Your profit target for phase 1 here is also 8% and your phase 2 profit target is 5%. And once you're funding, you're gonna get 80% profit split. The maximum drawdown that you get with Alpha Capital Group is 10% in step 1, in step 2 as well, and also on the funded stage. The daily drawdown is going to be 5%. The maximum capital that you can scale your account is up to $2 million. You have to minimum trade 3 days. They have 3 minimum trade days requirement. 0% commission during the challenge phase as well as on the funded account. You can trade during the news event and also can hold over the weekend as well. Their 200k account, which is the highest account that they offer, is going to cost you $997. 100k account will cost $497. Their $50,000 account will cost $297. Their $25,000 account will cost $197. And the minimum account size that they offer is 10k, which is going to cost $97. Now they offer you bi-monthly payout system. Every 2 weeks, their partner broker ACJ Markets allow qualified virtual analysts to withdraw from their accounts. That means all the profitable traders who are eligible for their payouts, they can take out the payouts after 2 weeks. And that payout is processed same day via bank transfer or deal. You can also check out their free trial accounts that they offer you, and free monthly trading competition and multiple trading platform options are available. With Alpha Capital, you can do copy trading. Copy trading with Alpha Capital Group is permitted. However, we have specific policies in place that must be strictly adhered to. And what are permitted? Traders have the capability to engage in copy trading from their external accounts. To authorize this activity, we mandate proof of ownership of the account from which you intend to copy. This verification ensures that the copying activity does not involve a third-party manager. Required information of master account is account number, investor password, and also server. So you have to provide them the proof of your master account from where you're going to copy from to your Alpha Capital Group. Now, one very important point here with Alpha Capital Group is that you have to hold your trade for a minimum of 2 minutes. You cannot simply just open your trade and close it right after you open. You have to have that trade open for a minimum of 2 minutes. And that's why I say read the fact section, because everything is always mentioned in the fact section. I'm just bringing out a couple of things that I thought is good that I will share in the video, so that way you know before you go to Alpha Capital website and start doing your own research. So that was Alpha Capital Group. Now looking at my third most recommended firm is MyFlashFunding, and I'm currently working with them as well. I'm not putting them on number 1 just because of the reason that I am working with them. The reason why I'm putting them on number 3 is because of their exceptional customer support. And when I say exceptional customer support, you can literally just go to Discord, ask any question that you have, and you're gonna get your query resolved very soon. And that's the reason why traders, I have had a lot of feedback from a lot of traders, and they were telling me the same thing. So other than that, they offer you 2 different funding models, and so far since the start of their firm, they have paid out over $900,000 in payouts, and there is barely any payout rejection complaint that I have ever seen. And I don't think, to be honest, that I saw any complaint at all. And I personally know the CEO of MyFlashFunding as well, so if there is any issue at all, I can simply just reach out to him and have my question answered. That's the reason I decided to put MyFlashFunding at number 3. Now they have 2 different funding models, 2-step evaluation and 1-step evaluation. The minimum account size is $10,000, maximum is $200,000. So let's say that you want to take a 2-step evaluation. Now keep one thing in mind, MyFlashFunding is currently offering the lowest profit targets in the industry during the 2-phase evaluation, phase 1 of the evaluation. So on your phase 1, your step 1, your profit target is going to be 6%. You're going to get 8% overall drawdown limit and 4% daily drawdown limit, and no minimum trading days requirement, as well as unlimited trading days. Same for step 1 and same for step 2. The thing is that due to the fact that they have 6% step 1 profit target, they also have the same on the step 2. Instead of having 5% during step 2, they have 6% step 2 profit target. And once you complete the evaluation, you get funded account, your drawdown limits are going to be the same, and you will be getting 80% profit split. Before discount, this 200k account is going to cost you $977. At the time when I'm recording this video, they're currently running a promotion where this 200k account is going to cost $684 almost. I don't know when you're watching what will be the discount that you're going to get, and this fee is going to be refunded with your first profit split, so you don't have to wait for 2 or 3 or 4 payouts before you get your fee back. The $10,000 2-step evaluation account is going to cost $97 before discount. $25,000 will cost $187, $50,000 will cost $297, and $100,000 is going to cost $497. That's when you choose 2-step evaluation. While choosing 1-step evaluation, you get unlimited days, no minimum trading days requirement, 4% daily loss limit, 6% overall loss limit, which is a trailing drawdown, and 10% overall profit target. And your account sizes, they are the same. The minimum $10,000 account, it costs $107 before discount, and the maximum account size which they offer is 200k. That's gonna cost $1,007 when you will be taking 1-step evaluation with MyFlashFunding. To be honest, again, I don't really like 1-step evaluation. It's up to your preference what you wanna do, but 1-step evaluation, I would say it's not really worth it. That's the reason I never took any challenge with any firm with the 1-step evaluation model. Now you can trade up to $400,000, which is mentioned here, and your profit split is going to be 80%, and that's bi-weekly payout. No restrictions at all. You can use expert advisors, you can use trade copiers, hold your trade over the weekend, as well as there is no restriction on using the lot size. I recommend that you definitely go to fact section, you definitely go to Discord, go to Trustpilot, and follow the steps that I mentioned earlier on in the video, that how you need to do your own research before you take the challenge. Now coming at number 2, we have funding traders. The reason why I'm putting them on number 2 is because of the fact so far no payout is rejected with funding traders. At least when I did my research, I did not see any payout rejected. They have profit split up to 100%, 7 days payout. Now this up to 100% profit split or weekly payout, these are extra add-ons that you can choose when doing the checkout. So you can add these features if you want, and you will have to pay extra. Now when I say the firm is cheaper, you need to avoid, I mean, if it's really easier to pass the challenge, then you definitely need to avoid the firm. Now here, everything that I'm mentioning is cheaper, but it's a bit expensive. And I think one of the most expensive one here is funding traders. The minimum account size in their 2-step evaluation is 5,000. The maximum is 200. Also in the 1-step evaluation, account sizes are the same. Now, if you want to choose 100% profit split, you will, I think, have to pay 20% extra on top of the amount that you're gonna spend on taking the challenge. Even if it's after some discount, let's say at this time they're running 30% discount. So you take a 200k account, which usually costs $1,000. But if you take it with this 30% discount, it's gonna cost $700. Now, if you add 100% profit split, then it's gonna be extra 20%. Default payout split is 80% to you. The phase 1 profit target is 10%, phase 2 profit target is 5%. You get 5% daily drawdown limit, 10% overall drawdown limit, 0 commissions during the challenge phase only, unlimited trading days, news trading is allowed. Now the rule which is mentioned on the main page is that you're not allowed to risk more than 2% in every trade that you're gonna take. The maximum risk per trade is 2%, and I think it's a very good feature just because of the fact it's gonna stop you from over risking. If you are seeing a very good potential in the trade that's gonna be a big winner, and you tell yourself that you're gonna risk 4% or 5%, and that trade goes against you just because of the reason you risked so much money, because you were thinking, oh, it's definitely gonna go up, but it did not go up and you lost 4% or 5%, you're gonna regret. You're gonna be literally starting revenge trading, over trading, and everything that you will do just to recover that loss. But if you have 2% maximum risk per trade, then you're never gonna risk more than 2% in a trade. You're allowed to hold your trades over the weekend, and you are also allowed to hold your trades overnight as well. Now the maximum count, as I said, 200k, which is gonna cost $1,000. The minimum is 5k, which is gonna cost $50. Now looking at their 1-step, again, I don't really like 1-step, but I'm sharing just because of the fact that I'm reviewing funding traders. Phase 1 profit target is 10%. As it is a single phase, so the only profit target here is 10%. You get 4% daily drawdown and 5% trailing drawdown. Now, other firms are giving you 6% trailing drawdown, and funding trader is giving you 5% trailing drawdown. So definitely there is a bit of a drawdown, a drawback here as well. Other things are up to 100% profit split. These are the same basically, just similar to 2-step evaluation. 0 commission during the challenge phase, unlimited trading days, minimum trading days requirement is 0, 14-day payout or 7 days payout. You can choose 7 days or 14 days payout during the checkout phase. News trading is allowed, max 2% risk per trade, weekend and overnight holding trades are also allowed. You can get paid through Rise or crypto. So once you're eligible for your payout, you can request the payout either through Rise. They will send the money to your Rise account from where you can take out to your bank account, or you can request the crypto withdrawal. Again, I recommend that you go to fact section, read everything, join their Discord, do your research on Trustpilot. Basically look who is the founder of the firm. That's something I forgot to mention. You also need to have an idea about the founder of the firm. Now this guy, Stan, who is the CEO founder of this firm, he is the institutional trader. I have seen his YouTube channel. They have funding traders YouTube channel where you can see his face. He talking about everything, what's going on in the prop firm industry and why it's going on. Definitely someone that I would say has a lot of knowledge about trading industry. With that being said, let's now move on and see what is the number 1 recommended prop firm in my list. None other than FTMO. FTMO, who is funding traders since 2015, they never had any issue. Yes, they did ban a lot of traders. They do reject a lot of payouts. Yes, that's the fact. I have seen a lot of complaints, but still till this day, they are the number 1 prop firm in the industry. Other than that, they literally have gone through everything. Imagine starting your firm in 2015 when no one really knew about online proprietary trading firms or simulated evaluation firms, and still till this day being the #1 firm in the industry and having more than 10,000 reviews with an overall rating of 4.8 on Trustpilot. That's exceptional. Paid out more than $200 million to their traders so far. Average payout time is 8 hours. 16 million plus trades are opened every single month, and they have traders from more than 180 countries. They only offer you two-phase evaluation, and they have been offering this since the very first day when they started, and they haven't changed anything. They just added few years back, they added 200k account, removed the time restriction last year. Now you have unlimited time, changed the profit split from 70% to 80% now, and you can go up to 90% or something with the scaling plan. So that's definitely one of the most trusted firm right here, and also highly recommended by me at least. The minimum account size is 10,000, maximum is 200k. You can trade up to $400,000. As I said, unlimited trading days in step 1 and step 2. You have to trade 4 minimum days in order to move from phase 1 to phase 2. Then again trade 4 days on the step 2 in order to move from step 2 to the funded account stage. Maximum daily loss limit is 5%. Let's say that you're going to take a 100k account. This is mentioned here. 5% daily loss limit, 10% overall loss limit, 10% phase 1 profit target, and 5% phase 2 profit target. And their fees, that's always expensive, and I have never seen them throwing 20, 30, 40% discounts. They just keep it at the highest price. That's why they are the best in the industry. Now the 100k account is gonna cost 540 euros, 200k is gonna cost 1080 euros, 10,000 is gonna cost 155 euros, 25k account will cost 250 euros, and $50,000 account will cost 345 euros. You can choose which account currency you want. Whether you wanna go with US dollar currency, you wanna go with pound. In pound, account sizes will be different. The maximum account size is 140,000. They also have euro, Czech Republic currency, Canadian dollar, Australian dollar, and Swiss franc. They increase your account by 25% every 4 months if you are eligible for a scale-in. They have the option for the swing account. By default, you are not allowed to trade during the news event, and also not allowed to hold your trade over the weekend when you get the funded account. But if you have swing account, which has less leverage, then you can definitely trade during the news event and hold trades over the weekend. And they also give you free trial. And they were the #1 and the only firm which were giving you free trial since the day when they started offering funding to traders. Their payout system, it's after every 14 days, but you also have the ability to choose your own profit split day, which can be even changed up to 3 times. And also, once you're eligible for the scale up, they will increase your profit split from 80% to 90%. So this turns out to be a very long video. I was expecting it to be like 20 to 30 minutes, but I think it's more than that. However, these were all the firms that I wanted to mention, everything that you should be looking for when you do the research to find the right prop firm for you, because these days you're likely to get scammed if you will fall for buy one get one free offer from the firms. You're most probably not gonna get the payout. The reason why they are throwing this 50%, 60% discounts is because they don't have money to pay out to the traders who are making profits. So that's it from this video, guys. Let me know your opinion in the comment section, and I will be also doing a video on worst prop firms that you must avoid in any case. So that's it from this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching until the end, and I hope that you guys got some value out of this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe to channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.